Hey, welcome, David here. Gonna play some chess. Been playing a lot of chess recently, but it's largely a kid's game, somewhat just a waste of time. But I've had kind of like a mental block standstill, so keep my mind sharp. Play some chess, and obviously I volunteer as a coach, so have some utility in that sense. But I finally joined chess.com, and it has some member services. So I thought I'd stream some of that. People who see chess.com are probably familiar with some of this stuff. Look at my stats. I'll play a few games, but plug my mouse in. I usually play. I have a mouse when I need quick play. It's significantly easier with the mouse. So get started here. See, I had an all new high rating this week, but I'm down under my bullet. I'd gotten over 2200, which is pretty tough, but competition on bullet seems more tough than my regular competition. But let's start with some Puzzle Rush, which is pretty cool. Just 5 minutes straight of tactics. I'd get them up to 33. You can see people doing it right now. Title players getting in the 40s, high 30s, just to make it on the leaderboard. So when I play usually players who are about the same strength. They're better than me. And okay, this is just a mate in two. Pretty simple, just pattern recognition. Mate, simple. Mate. All these back rank makes. It's pretty simple. Pin the queen to the king. The knight, that was pretty simple. Another pin and win. Okay, fork. Okay, looks like unstoppable. I guess unstoppable. Oh, it looked like an unstoppable mate, but maybe I should have thought about it a second more. Okay, this can be. Oh, if I had mate in one there, I messed it up. So I'm going to fail this one. After you get 3 wrong, you're out. So going a little too quick. Is that a pin and win? Okay. I'm not sure. I guess rook there. Yeah, there are probably better ways. So I usually do significantly. That's the worst I've done in a while. So talking through didn't help me. Okay. I guess the trade. Back rank mate. Back rank mate. Back rank mate. Simple mate in 1. Mate in 2. Mate in 2. So, it's basically just pattern recognition here. Let's did that too quick. Okay, just win a piece. Overload. It's made in 1. This should be. Yeah, I messed that up. The bishop there was made in 1. It was just dumb. Okay, I guess just win the rook. Okay, I'll take and win a piece. And the bishop's hanging. So that's just a double attack. Some of these are more difficult than others. Just a free piece. Free piece. Use check and mate. check, and mate. I guess that has to check and win the queen. Check on the piece. Okay, what do I got here? Let's take the bishop, three piece. So take the queen, but it's like mate. Right here. Okay, well that one was a little bit better. So I'm gonna try one more time. I'm gonna do this till I beat my record, which is 33. So I get a few going here. Check, free piece. Some of this is basically just simple pattern recognition, and that's gonna be mate, easy mate. Mate. Yeah, back rank. So just instantaneously see what's going on. And here, mate in three. Check, 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 and mate. Check and mate. And yeah, I'll start. It's hard to talk while I'm doing this and think, but here's the pin and win. I mean, fork. Here. Discovered. Win the rook. Okay, unstoppable mate. So, win the queen. Knight defends the bishop. Looks like unstoppable mate. Looks like another unstoppable mate. Good track here. Okay, knight defends the queen. We saw that motif earlier. Here's a smothered mate. We had taken the back rank mate, and then we got a nice smothered mate. I actually find playing a lot of speed that I come into smothered mates semi-common. So I'm on good track here. Take. There we go. Oh, yeah, just a simple piece. Okay. Yeah, rook check. So a lot of these motifs, you've done it quite a few times, see them again and again. So it's got to be rook check and queen here, mate. Take the check knight first. Intermezzo, I call it. So knight check. Oh, I'm gonna take this pawn. Okay. Intermezzo. Let's check. Queen. Bishop check here. Oh, yeah, bishop here probably. Yes. Okay. What I want to do. Knight takes pawn. Yeah, probably here. Okay. Zip. Take. No. Yeah, that. So I saw the motif and it took me a second to figure it out. So I guess just black. Queen. Okay. Not there yet. Check. He's threatening mate, so I gotta be careful. So yeah, I guess bishop check here, and then yeah, so I'm in good track. It's bishop takes in there, and one more right for victory. He trapped his queen. Yeah, I think he trapped his queen. Ah, somehow messed that up. Okay. Okay, well, that one I ran out of time on, so I got an all-time high there. 35 this time, my new all-time high. Not enough to make it into the leaderboard, but that's my all-time high. So I figured do a few of those. We got Jim Johnson, just on Mark Brahman. Yeah, I like Mark Brahman. I like some of his thoughts. I've talked with him. I've invited to stream with him. I mean, he has a lot of good research and ideas, but they're not fully developed. His knowledge of Judaism is somewhat lacking. So he's just kind of like a mishmash of ideas here and there without like a fully, I mean, because he's trying to do something very complicated and thread your Jewish history through thousands of years of history. So you just kind of get like ideas here and there. And a lot of his proofs, like he keeps saying, like, oh, he's proved this in someplace else, he's proved it in someplace else, but really he hasn't. So I like some of his ideas. I think it turned out to be semi-philo-Semitic. So let's try this new computer analysis. I got a little bit of my headspace doing Puzzle Rush, all-time highs, 35. This guy's stronger than me, from Switzerland. Let's see if he plays. So I was mentioning the Puzzle Rush, kind of this concept of you can just quickly problem solving, pattern recognition. So tactics are a major part of chess. And a lot of times those will come up in these regular games, these tactics, checkmate, winning material. They do come up pretty regularly. So do I want to block or trade? I'm just going to block. Since speed, you get a lot of these H-pawn pushes. You get your Harry, your Simon Williams, Prince Harry, call into H-pawn Harry, bring down Harry for a quick attack. Not sure how good it is. We'll see what the computer thinks. I come across it pretty often. Like all types of players play these H-pawn pushes. So I'm just going to castle into it. I don't think he has too much. So push the pawns. Okay, so prevent him from coming in. Snap that. Attack it. So I'm also working like kind of the dual thinking to be able to talk through what I'm doing. So this is largely just a mental exercise for myself. And his king's pretty open, so I'm not sure. We're going to look at the computer analysis after this game, which is pretty cool. Power of the computer. And I want to talk about kind of just pattern recognition, comparing solving these quick chess thinking to solving everyday real life problems. And I don't know why he did that. Yeah, that was probably just a really bad move on his part. And it's just mate in one. So it was just like a puzzle rush. He fell for a mate in one. So let's look at the game report. So that I paid $50 for the yearly activity, and now I get the in-depth computer analysis. And so it was like 80% accurate. I made 3 inaccuracies. He made 2 blunders. So the computer doesn't really like my openings, and they're kind of weak, and that's kind of why I'm doing this. I'm probably gonna, if I keep on doing it, I have to adapt my openings. And so computer gives a point rating where like point plus 5-1, where he's estimated to be up about half a pawn, which is okay. He's white. I'm very comfortable with these type positions. So the computer actually recommends h4. So it's not just these like kamikaze pushing Harry down and attacking is actually recommended by the computer analysis. Um, so computer prefers knight f6, just blocking, but like I like the king's Indian setup, and so the computer is already saying he has a substantial advantage, but that's unclear. So just pushing. So computer liked my move. Takes. So knight g1 was just poor. Not poor here, but it says he should have just played g3 and tried to trade off, and I may or may not have traded off. I guess it tells me I should have played queen f6 in response. So he's already blundered half of his advantage with a second inaccuracy there. Which says he should have played b3, knight h3, so I'm clear. It doesn't like c5, prefers a5, although in speed there's some utility to just putting the test to him, closing it off. I like the kingside play. I thought even though the computer is favoring white, I thought the kingside play was going to come to my advantage. If my pieces are more, I have more space and more wiggle room on the king side. So h6, just don't let that knight get in there. Computer likes g3, but likes to build up. He probably should have got his king safe first. So that's obviously. So it didn't like bishop taking that knight. So I just should have played a6, which I'd been thinking about to just prevent his knight from coming in, and thinking about playing b5, my logical break in the position. But I figured I'd take it, and so it's saying he's at reasonable advantage here. Is it like queen d7? You're just attacking. And you're still preferring a6 just to stop the knight from coming in. It's giving him an advantage here. So it's telling me I'm down 4 points here, like over a piece. Knight, so I should just play b6, safen up. Knight h7, which just to rework my knight. Okay, so he could have played bishop g4. So if he he took the free pawn right away, and I guess he should have just chased my queen away, and I probably would have played it to f7, not to e8, and threatened mate. So maybe he was just scared to give my. Oh wait, I couldn't have played it there because the pin on e6. So if he played bishop there, and I played queen here looking for the file, like he could bring his bishop right in. So yeah, I mean, queen e7, bishop e6, king h8. Yeah, so if he had found bishop g4, he would have been in very good situation. King g7 prefers queen g7. So bishop g4, queen d2. I probably would have brought my queen in, but bishop g4, it still gives him an advantage. Queen f7, and he has to defend. So even if he played rook h2, queen f1, king d2, rook f2, rook takes, queen takes, knight e2, knight f6. Okay, so he just blundered away, and so you say for my speed chess strategy, my inferior play worked. I wouldn't mind doing a stream with Mark Brahman. Like, I mean, he's an interesting character. Um, I offered to combine, collaborate research because, obviously I know a lot more about Jewish history than he does. That was a mistake. I should play bishop check first. So that was a serious misordering of moves. So I tried talking and playing. Like, the order for these openings is very important, and we'll see when I look at the computer analysis. You'll see the order of these moves is semi-important. So it looks okay, but yeah. So this looks pretty even here, but we got these double pawns. Stop them. So this looks pretty drawish here. We'll look at the analysis. See the move order messed up. Yeah, I offered to stream with Mark Brahman and combine research, and actually, I support a lot of his research and agree with him in a lot of his essence, and I think it'd be interesting to try to combine some Jewish research with his conclusions. It's going to be tough to accomplish anything here. This looks pretty much like this. I'm not even going to offer him a draw. There wasn't much chances here, but let's look at the analysis. So the new computer analysis, EXD5. Okay, so here knight f6 is a book move. I play knight c3. So it says bishop b5 is only slightly better. And at this point, I shouldn't have played bishop b5. I should have just developed my knight. If I didn't play bishop b5 the first move before he captures the pawn, I was better off just developing the knight. And so the pawn structure, the pawn on f4 after the exchange of the bishop, and this pawn structure favors black slightly. But yeah, I mean, there's really nothing doing. I thought about taking with the f pawn here, but it doesn't give a huge difference. So it says I should have played c4. That move. I guess it didn't really matter. Let's see if I had played c4 right away. Did it make a difference? Okay, so not much doing. It's interesting with the computer analysis. Let me try a few more games. So I want to get my thoughts, what I wanted to say on consciousness and pattern recognition in this kind of form of computer analysis, and a comparison of just chess playing to other forms of pattern recognition in life. My father's a medical doctor, and he sees patients all day, and he'll see a patient for 5-10 minutes, and usually, that's it. He just sees a patient a few minutes and then on to the next one. And he compares that to kind of like speed chess. And really everything in life could have a semi-comparison to, just speed chess that, okay, so give me that. Yeah, he just blundered. This guy just made a blatant blunder. He moved his knight, and now I got 2 pieces on that. He's going to have a hard time coming back from that. Take the bishop. I mean, he could bring the knight in on me, but I'm not even that scared. queen there. I mean, I guess he could. Yeah, he might as well. Yeah, I mean, maybe I shouldn't have let him do that, but too late now. So I didn't really need to let him do that, but so now I'm just up 2 pawns, and I should be able to force his knight back. So, just the opening blunder he made. I should be able to put him away relatively easy, but we'll see what he's got. He goes to e4, or if he goes to his pieces are on the queen side. Okay, so just retreat that way. I got my pawns pretty safe here. It's not, be a little bit careful not to do anything stupid, but okay, so I could try to win that pawn if it's worth that much. Yeah, I guess so. Let's just take. Takes the bishop. I don't be greedy here, but yeah, well, he has that pin, but that's fine. I'll take. Takes. Take with the king. So I'm a little lower on time. Careful. Okay, sure I'm safe. Okay, yeah, I guess if he wants, he'll be able to bring that knight in. I probably should have done the queen check while I could have. So I'm not sure if he's threatening anything. I mean, he could bring his rook to the open file. So not much talking on my part. Like, I guess I'm working on the skill of talking through what I'm thinking. Oh, that was a bad move on my part. I guess, that's a mistake on my part. I guess I could play here. I think I'm going to be okay. I have the check, queen check here to pick up the rook. I don't know if knight check there helps him. Knight check, rook takes. No, okay, sweet. So now I just gotta. Okay, see. Look at the analysis of that too. So not that interesting. I guess no one's interested in watching this, but I'm somewhat just doing this for myself and to take advantage of the new server here. So we'll see accuracy level. So I was more accurate than him. Said I best move 17 times. Okay. Let me. It's H3. So yeah, D5 lets off a lot of pressure. When he plays D5, I enjoy it, because if he leaves the pressure on, it makes it more difficult for me. So that just relieves the pressure, lets me enter my King's Indian setup. And obviously here, A4, he could have went B3 or B4. A4 just lets me you block off the queen side. And knight h5 is just a blunder, gives up a piece. See here, it doesn't even mind giving up the piece. It says it's not even worth it for him. Although it says I should have taken with oh, so I guess if I played h6, yeah, I just didn't think about that. But yeah, but h6 would have been better first. Still doing pretty good in this situation. f4, h6 now, knight e4. So it's interesting to think about, playing the best move every move. So a guy like Magnus Carlsen, the top players in the world, they make basically the best move close to every move. I guess bishop e2, bishop e2. Yeah, probably be more efficient. Rook. Yeah, rook e3, intermezzo, check. That would have been devastating. e4. Okay. Yeah, just queen d4. I saw that I missed that when I played it. Yeah, I guess I should have just taken. Okay, so let's see if I could get my rating up to all-time highs. Yeah, I am interested in talking with Mark Brahman and forwarding his theories, but he's kind of like on the anti-Jewish side. So if he had a more pro-Jewish attitude to the role of Jewish history, so he's trying to, he's got his conclusions kind of before his research. So it's just like, okay, he has his ideas and his research, and but he seems to already have his conclusion in mind, predating his research, which makes it less worthy of analysis. That he's kind of obviously biased because he's already reached his conclusion before his research has been validated. Oh, nice. Yeah, I messed that up. That was just dumb. That was bad. Yeah, I was losing material. Yeah, that was bad. Hard time coming back here from this, but we'll see. And a little more. I got basically nothing. No chance. I'm just down a piece for a pawn. Just get resign that. Yeah, that was. I'll look at the analysis, but that one was just horrible. I think I just. Yeah, I don't know if I was just. I don't know if. So I guess it says play bishop b5, bishop g4. Telling me I should have played bishop b5, which I probably should have. Just get that knight off, avoid any of this stuff. And now at this point, I'm already. He plays e5 right away, d3, castles. So I'm already in quite a bit of trouble. You have to play bishop e2. Yeah, so that was just poor play. So you say I'm getting title play, and this guy's a FIDE master, and I'm higher rated than him. Grand Prix attack, it's pretty common. Takes with the queen. Um, I'm pretty comfortable with this position. So we'll look at the computer analysis, but I think I get a slight advantage here. And I know that, I know what I'm getting into from these positions. So here, if he lets me double the C pawn, it gives me a little bit of play I'm familiar with. Takes him that way. You'll trade off, get a big center. Take. Get my bishop here. If he had traded and tried to take this, long file, I would have been able to, push e5. Just a waiting move. I'm not sure if I had anything better. If f5 is good. Okay. Oh, I thought I could play queen here, but I can't. That's probably a poor move, none. Okay. Yeah, I didn't mean to do that. Actually, I thought I could play queen here. I just blindsided for a second. Okay, so let me clear my consciousness and try to say something about consciousness. And we'll talk about kind of the puzzle solving in real life, thinking pattern recognition that's comparable to these chess games. A little bit careful. Not sure if he has anything. Tad bit careful, but might be okay. Traded. Yeah, better push. So I like my chances here. I'm not sure. So the opposite, the bishop favors his pawn there. Yeah, careful on time here. I messed that up pretty bad. Here, I messed that one up. That was pretty poor. Let's look at that report. So it doesn't like knight f6. Should have just played knight e5 right away. Yep. Okay. Trying to see where I did it. So I'm all silent because this is what I'm doing. Really, like, why am I doing this? Is I'm doing this because I'm kind of like on mental overload, and it's related to my chest strength. I thought, and so I guess I could have just traded and been fine. So if I just traded, I would have been fine. And but tried to be clever and gave myself a defeat. Okay, so similar opening position. So he plays d5 and lets me convert my structure. Play f5. We'll see. Like, the computer doesn't really like this move or this structure. This structure is very, difficult. Who knows what's going to happen? You relieve the pressure by pushing d5. But now with the computer analysis, I'll get to see a better feel for what type of moves I'm making, if they're actually good or bad. So let's see what happens if I just trade things off. I'll let him take if he wants. I guess I'm technically threatening this pawn. He plays bishop there. I can bring the knight in. Checks me. Not so worried about that. Takes the knight. That opens up the file for an attack. Otherwise, I could bring my knight here. So it's fine. Bring my knight in there on his bishop. Which way is he going to go? A little bit careful. Bishop there. Give my queen some breathing room. Okay, takes. Okay, pretty even. This pawn could be a weakness. You got a small time advantage. clear my mind and put my thoughts together about, relating the chess to the other things I do in my regular activities. I could trade everything off, but yeah, let me. Sure, how good. Bring my knight in. Queen. Not sure how good that is. So pawn's a pawn. I'm not sure if he can't play queen there because his bishop's hanging. My back rank's defended. So, pawn's a pawn. I might as well grab it. Give me some winning chances. Just, let me go back. Just going back. If he wants, he could grab this pawn. I'm not sure. So, let me defend my pawn. Won the pawn. Hold on to it. This knight's defending the key squares. It's fine. I get some threats. Clear a tiny bit of room. Breathing space. I'm up on time. It's looking good. I'm up a pawn. I'm up on time. Come up with a plan for victory. I could rework my knight. I'm not sure. I got to come up with something. May have been bad. That was bishop there. Just gonna go back. That was wisest. Trade off that bishop. Can I keep my time advantage here? I should be able to win. I'm up a pawn. If I keep my time advantage, I should just be able to win. You don't want me to trade. It's got to be good for me. Just create the pass pawn. Should be easy victory. These endgame patterns, there's patterns at all levels of this that are useful. Saying the endgame pattern, winning one games. So I'm not going to take that. Check there. If he goes there, I'll check and win this pawn. It's looking good. Take. It's over. He's down. He's flagged. It's over. Okay, let's look at the analysis. Okay. Yeah, I don't seem to have the talking. I'm basically just talking to myself. I don't have an audience, so I have a little, space to look at this report. So I was pretty accurate that game. Only made one mistake, 5 inaccuracies. So it doesn't even mind f5 that much. The computer usually prefers knight f6. It says you should have just taken right away. So it doesn't like his queenside castle. Computer likes my center exchange. Oh, yeah, I didn't even realize his pawn was hanging there. Knight d5. So I guess it tells me I should have taken this pawn if he takes my queen. So I didn't even see that. And G5 just allows me a free pawn. Knight E4, it's probably a better outpost square. What type of square is what I had? Queen A4. So I guess after Queen A4, I had Knight C4. Picking up this bishop. Yeah, I didn't see that. Knight C4, if you took Queen takes C3, check, King D1, Bishop B2. Yeah, I missed that. Didn't like H6, Queen F8, King G8, C3. I need some way to untangle here. Yeah, King D2 was... Oh, he could have just played Bishop takes H5. I even missed that. Bishop takes H5. I just made a mistake there, and then it's all over. So let me see if I could get over. So I'm getting some stronger opponents. Like I'm doing better. I'm solidly keeping my rating in the 2200s. See what he wants to do here. Defend this. I gotta defend both of those pawns. So king there's the only way to defend that. Bishop there. Keep everything defended. I want to let him get this pawn. I gotta bring my rook back to defend. Queen here do anything? It looks like I gotta go back. Work my way through this. Could be to his advantage, I'm not sure. Not sure if I'm losing this. Seem to have everything covered, so I'm not sure. I think that forces a trade because his bishop's hanging. You play queen here. But, oh, I'm just playing way too slow. Just trying to come up with something intelligent to say, but I'm just playing too slow. Yeah, there's almost no chance I don't get flagged. I'm gonna get these pawns. Yeah, I should be able to get this draw. Okay. So barely pulled off the draw there. Okay, so let's look at the analysis. Yes, I'm trying to just improve these patterns because I have this rote memorization. Like I'm pretty successful. Obviously, like you see a master play that yeah, I fall into this rote memorization pattern where I have these weak openings that are second best, but I know them pretty well to get to kind of like master play. And yes, it likes knight f6 stopping the pawn push. So let him push the pawn. G4. So it doesn't like king f7. I guess knight d4. Knight d4 would have allowed queen takes, but I guess he couldn't have taken.
If she can.
So I guess a6, it says he couldn't have taken it.
15 or 120. I live 35 minutes away.
Queen e3. So yes, I should have just taken the pawn. That was bad. I should have just taken the pawn. Why not? I guess knight f7 preferred. Kick that bishop. What do I have here? Oh, exd4. Yeah, that was simple. I check. I missed the simple wins. So this guy actually provided me simple wins that I missed. Just like b5. I saw it was low on time, but yeah, I saw this. Oh, and knight f5, I could just taken for a win. Yeah, I didn't realize I was the one who had the winning chances there. I felt like that whole game I was kind of on the defensive. It turns out that I was the one who was missing wins, not him. Maybe it was the rating differential. So now I got a 2,400 from Serbia. Yeah, he doesn't even. Oh, okay, there he is. So let's see what he does to my King's Gambit. Yeah, I'm not sure about this. I have to look at these openings. Like C6, he played an unusual response to it. I'm not sure if it's good for him or not. Be a little careful about the queen check. Knight C6. I'll bring the knight out first. If he takes, I could. I messed that up. Oh, so maybe he takes at least. At least I'm not losing a piece. I forgot about that queen b6. Be careful, he's got that check there. Careful if I'd taken there, he bishop check to free up his piece. Intermezzo. Good puzzle rush there. Bring bishop out this way. Yeah, I'm not sure. Probably bad. I just couldn't figure out what to do. Falling behind down on time, so I just played a move. I guess you got some sort of bishop of opposite color. Like a minor hope here. Take and take the 7th rank. I guess I'm threatening this pawn. No, I'm not. He's on it. Threatening that pawn. I guess if he comes down, I get the back rank tricks. I'm just going to lose on time. It's too slow. Yeah, it's too slow. The game report. So I'll force myself to look at this twice. So at least I'm recording this. I'll force myself to look at this twice. So C6 doesn't like D5. I should have played EXF4. I mean, I guess no, I should have just taken knight XE5 right away. Yeah, E3 was better. Kept pushing his piece where he wanted to go anyways. Potzer sees the threat. Potzer plays it. Is it like F5 better? Yeah, I guess F5. Yeah, look, A1. Okay. So not sure if I'm going to be able to make all-time new high ratings. Need to get a little streak going here. And still trying to clear my mind and put together some thoughts on pattern recognition and consciousness and type things. So now he blacked his bishop off. He can't even threaten H6. So we'll see these, H5 maneuvers, how good they are, or what type of queen side. His knight from coming in, attacking my bishop. I guess that's fine. Go about it this way. Push him back. Just push him forward. Hmm. That was bad. Yeah, that was bad. Now I'm in trouble. I'm at least losing a pawn. Maybe more. I mean, it may not be the end of the world. Could just be a pawn. This is knight's in a little precarious situation there. So he left his knight in a little precarious situation. Give me some chances. So if he moves the rook, I'm just going to snap it. Yeah, so. Okay, not sure about this tough situation. He's got those double pawns, but they're actually somewhat advanced. And this pawn. So he almost has to take because I'm threatening that pawn. Now I got the file defended. He goes this way. It's a tough situation. I got low time too, so it's not good. I don't know why he did that. I'm not sure why he did that. Thought he would, easily winning. How he plays there, I'm going to take the pawn. I got the. I guess he does have that. So let's see if he falls by my trick. Pawn push here. Yeah, okay, so he fell for that. Wow. That was close. Yeah, man, I got lucky to pull that off. I got speed demon this up for a quick win. Whew, thank God. That was a close one. Okay. So analyzing these games, hopefully this is improving my play. I haven't really been able to clarify my thoughts and speak about what I'm thinking because the playing is taking up the majority of my thoughts. So when you see someone like Nakamura who is able to do that because he's thought these things so well through that it's not requiring a large amount of his thinking. So A3, likes knight H6 there. I don't know why. I guess he was scared of that hole. I wasn't even thinking of doing that right away. Doesn't like. Yeah, just for knight G7, letting him come in there. G5 wasn't needed. Yeah, I just had to play king B8. I played knight there right away. It wasn't. I had to defend. Did my queen a square. Yeah, bishop c1 likes better. He's in a little bit of trouble here. So I should have just taken the rook. I guess, where's his knight going to run away? C2. What did I miss here? I guess f4. Yeah, I thought about f4 there. I was thinking f4, but yeah, I guess I reworked the knight. a5. Yeah, just prevent him from playing bishop b4. Makes knight e6 better. Yeah, I don't know. I just concerned why give him the back rank to get in there, but yeah, rook e2. He was doing all right there. Rook a2. So it's telling me I'm all right here. If he plays rook e7. e2. King d7. Yeah, I should have just taken the pawn because I have the intermezzo. And that's just a blunder. Okay, let's keep going. I get this set up all the time also. The French is very popular. Okay, usually I just take the knight there, double his pawns. It goes in this way, it's fine. Yeah, I probably should have thought that more clearly out. I need to give him this. I just got that protected pass pawn. It's not the end of the world, but I'm sure I could have played that better. I'm not even sure where I'm going with this. What's this threat? Bishop here. Guess I'm all right, just like that. Knight covering this square. I was going to play knight there, but now I'll do the bishop. Maybe give him the bad bishop. Okay, interesting game. Got a decent blockade. I'm not sure if I want to bust the pawns open right away. Oh, I shouldn't have given that pawn. That was bad. I had to defend that pawn. That was bad. There's no reason I just blind spot there. I didn't see my pawn was hanging. Well, I got somewhat of a time advantage here, so let's see. Not sure he should have let me do that. This queen here is not. So I might as well take that file. That check anything? I think that might do it. He's got to play queen takes rook or something. He doesn't have anything. It's over. Yeah, that knight check should put him away. Yep. I don't know if I got lucky. Yeah, I kept the pressure on, so I just blundered that pawn, but he can't find anything out of that. So let's look at the analysis there. We got 5 people watching now. So anyone want to join? Anyone wants to talk? I'll even put the Hangout link in the chat. Although, okay, I'm going to accept this guy wants a rematch. So before I look at the analysis, I'll give him his rematch. Oh, there's someone else. This is a 1-minute game. Oh, I didn't mean to take this. Someone challenged me. I thought it was him asking for a rematch, but it's a random 1-minute challenge. This guy has a really low rating, so you gotta be careful not to lose. Yeah, I did not play this well, but might be all right. He could take that pawn there. He did not do himself the favors there. I'm down time. This guy's like a speed demon. I should be all right. You can't get in. I got triangulation here. Yeah, you can't get in. I had triangulation. Yeah, I didn't want to play that guy. Just a random challenge. Some guy from Ukraine. Okay, let's look at that game. Okay, so it says knight c2, knight c2. I should have played d4 first. I guess if I play d4, takes, takes, I can play bishop take and double my pawns. Not a big deal. So it likes knight h4, takes, takes, bishop 7, bishop b5. Didn't like. Should just bring the bishop back. So I didn't like trying to exchange the bishop. Still wants me to bring it back. No, at this point I have to exchange. He's got the advantage. h3, so like a4 here. I didn't need the protection. Bishop takes d4. Should just retreated. They didn't want to give that to me, and it takes. And like g3 better. What I ended up doing before, and I just give away that pawn for nothing. That's when it doesn't say he's got that much of an advantage. I should have just played king g3. We're back. Yeah, like rook e4 is better. You probably want to keep it centralized, keep the pressure on. Queen a5 prevented my rook from coming in. Yeah. So at least I found the finish off there. Yeah, I was gonna put the Hangout link in the chat if someone wants to come and talk about something. I don't have my earpiece in, so you'll have to wait till I check them. Someone is there. If someone wants to talk, let's talk. Oh, got my setup, my King's Indian setup. Oops, that was just a blunder. Yeah, I mean that was just a pawn for nothing. I didn't mean to do that. I don't even know now. It might be, some redeemability, but that was just a blunder. Oh, he returned the favor, ignored my threat. That was my threat. That's why I played there. So it's fun of these games. Never give up. I was down a pawn. You'll see the computer analysis. He's probably, just nice cruising path to victory. I was going to throw some pawns at him, queenside attack, send the a pawn down, and he ignores the threat. I should win a piece. Doubles his pawn even. Makes it worse on himself, possibly. Make sure I get a proper defense here. Try to figure out my best defense. Or if I'm just better, possibly I'm just better attacking, but I'm not sure. Open up the center. I thought maybe bishop there, then play pawn there. I'm not sure. I'm not sure he snaps the pawn. Now he's got 3 pawns for it. Didn't take it. It's threatening there. Guess I should probably take it. Let me push this pawn there. I got bishop here. Oh, that was a mistake. That was a mistake. Oh no, I got knight takes. So if he takes, okay. That didn't work out well. That was also a mistake. Now I'm getting spanked pretty bad. Now I'm down over a piece. I messed that up pretty bad. Like queen check. Takes like that. So I got those squares covered, so now I got some back rank threats. I gotta take there. See, I just did knight. Yeah, messed that up. Good game. Yeah, that was pretty bad. Oh, was that you who challenged me, Vivek, at 1 minute? Yeah, if you challenge me, I'm sorry. I mean, I guess you played kind of quick. I'm not sure if that was a guy, Vivek, who challenged me. Yeah, that was just bad. I just F5, like I'm in decent position, and I just it didn't take back, and then somehow he gives me the piece back, like horrible. It didn't like 95. I used to just develop my pieces like that pawn's coming at me. Bishop F5 doesn't like that, putting my piece in the line of fire. Did like C6. 7. So, yeah, I guess I BX C6. Knight takes. So that was just horrible. That was really bad. Bishop G6. So just Rook G8. I should have been fine. And now he's winning. Okay. Some Bigum from Turkey. So he goes into a similar setup. So this is interesting. I wasn't expecting this setup, so I'm not exactly sure how this is panning out. Unclear what's going on here. I could play B4 and kick him. Tidy this up. Let B4 and kick him. See what he does. He's almost definitely got to go back. Put the question to his queen. And just castle kingside. Okay, that's fine. Plays E5. I have I guess I'll give that to him. You do knight stakes. Maybe I'll take back with the knight. Not give him that pawn. Well, he's threatening this one, so he wants that pawn. He could take it, and I got to bring my knight in. Okay, I'm down a pawn. Bishop's a little better because of his pawns on the same color as his pawns, so tiny amount of compensation. So force a trade of queens. Let's play here first. Okay. So I just got to go for a time win here. Well, you go for a time win. Be very careful. Maybe you got me those. Maybe that's for a rematch. I'm doing the rematch. Have to look at that. Okay. Probably pretty bad, but this is what I've been doing. I like pushing e5, so I might even just castle right into this. I'm not sure this is so bad. Look at what the computer says. So a lot of these are variations I've played many, many times. I watch Nakamura. He's really the only one I watch. I watch sometimes chess.com in the commentaries on the bigger tournaments, and I like Nakamura. I met Nakamura in person. He came to do a simul at the chess club that I teach at. So, yeah, I mean, Nakamura would pretty easily, probably just beat me every game without a challenge. But Nakamura's inspiration. King's Crusher is pretty good, chess explained, but Nakamura could talk through even the bullet and kind of tell you what he's thinking as he's playing, which is pretty impressive. It's tough to do. It may or may not have been a good idea. King's pretty open here, but not that much material. Block off this way, place f4. At least I can block off that square. Kick that knight. Yeah, it may not have been the best way if I played this here, but see what's going on. Okay. Oh, he could take this pawn. I missed that. Pawn here is hanging. Okay, he didn't see it right. He could have taken the pawn. It may not have worked because it, queen takes and his knight would have been hanging. Okay, I should be okay here. Maybe I'm even better here. He probably shouldn't have given me this file. Pawn there might be okay. Stop pawn. Stop f5. Check. There. Okay, we get my king coming in, some threats. King this way seems like a good threat. Can I give him those pawns? Okay, I guess we'll time it out. So. Oh, that was really bad. I'm just trapped. My king's here just trapped. I'm losing. Horrible. Can't get out. Oh, somehow he messed that up. Can't believe he butchered that. Oh my god. Lucky flag one. We got a lucky flag one there. When I first started streaming, like chess had actually been my interest. Because, years ago, like 10 years ago, I thought about doing this. But like King's Crusher had got me into thinking about streaming just because this kind of like enjoyment in it, just made chess look fun again. Right? I'd lost the fun from chess and just be like competitive. There's so many players who are so much better than me. Especially these little kids, younger kids are so much better than me. I can't compete with them. That King's Crusher came along and made it look fun again. And now I'm doing it more, really just to sharpen my mind. Because at the end of the day, chess is, I don't call it a kid's game, but it's just a game, and games are for kids. But sharpen my mind, think about things like consciousness, higher level thinking, pattern recognition, and like my dad says, like he compares even being a doctor to playing speed chess. Guess he's gonna give me that forced pass pawn. He's gonna take that. Might have a bad bishop, but yeah, actually, pawn there would have trapped my bishop last move. Some breathing room. Yeah, I may have messed that up for no reason. It's probably not good, but it's the only thing I could do. Yeah, I don't think he had to do it like this. Looking to my advantage, it's not guaranteed win. It's got a check, but it's got a pass pawn, but this pawn pretty clearly dropping. And the time trouble. So thank God the time advantage. Hopefully I should win this one just looking at the time situation. He goes up, he blocks the knight square that he cleared. So here, a little bit careful. Knight check there, doesn't lead him anywhere. Rook check, get my king space. Oh, that's annoying. Yeah, he takes with a knight to secure him that. And knight check there. Looks good. King there would walk into mate. So I'm just going to win this on time, but okay. Let's look at some of these games. This is this last game that I won. Takes good queen e2. Like d4 first. Why did I play queen e2? It's just to hit the knight, but just right there first. Knight e3. Just play d4. Okay, knight g5. Should just save that for later. I didn't have a follow-up to that check, so I should have just saved that for later. A3 just makes a hole for no reason. E1, he's got serious advantage here. Time, he's got decent time, but I guess at some point he started falling behind on time. Yeah, it said rook b6, much better. Yeah, I didn't even see the rook b6. And then the bishop fork, yeah, I missed that. Okay, yeah, king d3. Just give away a piece for nothing. And then I get a lucky time win. Do queen e2 again. Should just play d4. Such a bad situation. Seemed to be okay, like I said, but there's just no reason to put the pawn in the white square there. Very careful about these squares. Yeah, just lost. Oh, horrible. It doesn't mind f6 there. So I didn't like h5 there at all. Yeah, I got lucky time win. Okay, so let me see if I could get a little streak going here and get an all-time high rating. Try not to repeat these mistakes. Yeah, I should have given that for no reason. A little tenuous here, but may not be over. Got me running all over the place. I gave him. Didn't play those move orders that well, and I'm in a pretty bad situation. Almost losing my queen. Bishop there. Yeah, there sticks that pawn. Might as well. Check. Barely surviving here. He probably could finish me. It's probably over, but I'm still barely surviving here. We all over nothing. Yeah, just messed that up for pretty bad. I'm gonna play some bullet. I think I've showed this. I put enough. Like it's gotta have better height space. I can't really talk while I'm doing this either. It's unfortunate. I got to work on this. So did like d3. Bishop d3 is better. Queen c7. Says I'm the one who's doing pretty good here. Queen e2. No reason. The queen e2 is just. I guess that didn't accomplish anything. Just puts it right into fire. Knight a3, c5. Yeah, that was so much better. Queen e2, c4 is just horrible. And then it's basically over. With knight d2, like I had a chance to redeem myself. Knight a3. Okay, so I'm just gonna play some bullet, play some 1 minute real quick, and then get out of here. Frankie boy, I've played this guy tens of times already. Well, that was bad. Demon's queen. He didn't resign. What are you doing, Frankie? Don't lose time, David. Just take that. I got back rank mate if he takes even. So even take that. Back rank mate. Serious threat. Can't stop this threat. What are you doing, Frankie? That was bad. He just gave me his queen. Because it's 1 minute, there's always potential. That's why it's fun. You know, the 1 minute's the most fun because it just forces you to, you just move too quick. I got a whole piece for nothing. It's quite a bit down on time. Careful. Looks like forced queen trade. speed demon on me here. Oh, can't believe I blew that. So you got to draw out of that. You kept it tight playing. Man from Finland. And got to draw out of that. Because my, second, third best moves towards the end. Okay, straight queens. This way. Prevent his double up. Check. So he's got to double up if he wants. I'm forced to trade. Yeah. So these are not even worth analysis, and like not worth analysis on this. It's just instantaneous moving, just a testing a pure instantaneous thought. Be a little careful that check there. Oh, this pawn's hanging. Give up his time advantage there. I'm losing on time. Be careful. Okay, give me that. Thank you. And in Delray. Maybe the better instantaneous thought for those end games. Okay, what you gonna do? How's that night going? Double threat. Every night. Trade. Pawn. Are you going to stop that? Okay. Slow. That was bad. This guy wants a rematch after that pathetic time win. He kept it going. I guess it was worth his while. That's part of the game. And this forced people to be able to win efficiently in those end games. It's looking pretty ugly. Huh? What the hell did I do to myself? See, let me have some danger there. Oh, I'm way down on time. It's horrible. Doing. That was really bad. I just traded and traded into like a worse end game. I was actually probably lucky to draw that. That was bad. That was really bad. Frankie boy, he's got good chances this time. Just better do that. There, check. That was bad. That was bad. Trapped her in there for nothing. Okay, good job, Frankie boy. Okay, well, looks like I didn't get anywhere. I held about even. I hardly talked. I hardly said over anything interesting. I watched this over, so this was basically just for me to be able to watch over my own chess. Yeah, very sloppy. Very sloppy. Very sloppy. I'm way down on time too. It's horrible. Okay, so I guess that's all I got for today. Nothing much. Stream some chess. Got the new features. Maybe I'll do another quick puzzle rush. So I'll do another puzzle rush. Free rook. Wait. Wait. Spin. Wait. What did I do? Mate. Take and then take. Check and mate. Got here. Yeah, I guess take and take. Mate. Mate. Knight take. Okay, that's just mate. Check and mate. Oh, I don't know. Okay, let's mate. Knight check. And the queen. Mate. Looks like bishop check and mate. Check, check, and mate. Okay, mate. Right here. Rook check. Check. Let me finish that one off. Okay. Yes, bishop takes. Yeah, queen takes. If he takes with the check. See it. Queen check. And rook check. With the queen. Okay. Oh, rook check. Right. And ace knight takes and mate. If you'd taken the queen with a knight mate. Check. Bishop. Material. Bishop take. Knight takes. Knight takes bishop. Yeah. All the stuff around there. Sometimes that complication. So I'm doing pretty accurate. I'm worried more about the time. So I guess knight check and win the rook. It's just going to be mate. There's queen being trapped here. Pawn there. Rook there. Rook. It was. I'm not sure. Be careful now. Okay. Taking there the check. Takes knight. Bishop takes knight. Rook takes queen. Bishop takes knight. Stop mate. Knight check. Rook check. Rook check. Knight check. Knight check and mate. Very little time. 13 seconds. Check. Check and mate. Oh, that was mate there. 32. That was my high from before. So let's do a little quick puzzles. Check. There. Yeah, cool move. Check and mate. He didn't. Not a good tactic training. Bishop check. What's the answer there? Well, yeah, that should have been obvious. Minor threat on there. Let's try to check. H4. Does that help? No. On there, queen check. Oh, take and then queen check. So he's got king there. Answer there. Oh, rook check and then yeah, would have been mate. Get you to think out of the box. So queen check. Pawn takes. Yeah. No, bishop check here. King there. Oh, bishop check. Bishop check. Bishop here. Oh, bishop check here. King there. Bishop check. Tough one. Bishop check here. Obviously here. I have no follow up. Bishop check here. King there. I can play check there. Queen plays king there. What's my follow up? Rook check. He comes out. Oh, then his queen might be a little bit trapped. Okay. So now at least I'm defending this pawn. So if I play bishop here, yeah, you can't stop mate. That's just to sack everything, mate. So just knight takes. That's too quick. I didn't think that through. Queen there. Rook c4. Rook d3. That was more complicated. Okay. Probably there, so I queen with check. Oh, I had to play king there. Yeah, I just did that too quickly. That should have been obvious. Bishop check. No. Bishop here. Threatens bishop check or bishop check first. Just too greedy. Yeah, I guess. Bishop a6. Yeah, I mean, I had the right idea. I just did that too quickly. Yeah, it's just oops. I thought I had the fork. I just played that too quickly. Knight check. Then the fork. You know, the fork was obvious. I just played that too quickly. Oh. Knight check. Check. King there. That's not good. Take. Knight takes. Knight check. Knight takes. No good. Queen check. So I guess there, yeah. Yes. I guess here, here. Okay, so it's just a perpetual. Is that something better? Good offhand, but yeah, I guess you just could. Yeah, better. These are good too because you got good moves. You got to find the the best move, winning move. So it's good stuff. That's probably not good enough. Queen takes and then there. I guess that threatens mate. Yeah, you could. Take, check. Good. Yeah, I guess I'm threatened. Well, wasn't that good? Check and they're winning the rook. Oh, yeah, it's just win the knight. Pawn there, push, knight check, no, pawn, push, knight takes pawn, takes knight, pawn, knight takes pawn, pawn there, king there, pawn there, queen there, see, I think queen here, not even threatening anything, down a piece, oh, yeah, here, go out, go over that. I was going to play knight there, but I guess I should have played it immediately. Check, 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 and mate. Yeah, better. Okay, on there. So he's got a lot of threats. Queen check. Bishop there. Pawn takes. I could have just taken. Duh. Obvious. Knight takes pawn. Knight h5. Yeah. What's wrong with that? Oh, yeah, it was obvious. Look. Queen check. Rook there. Queen check. Queen check. Yeah, here it is. Only 1 point for that? Right. Right. Okay. Oh! I could fork those two. Oh, yeah. I thought about that. Well, bishop takes pawn. Almost certainly got to be it. My queen check. I'll probably have better. Yeah, rook check. That was bad. That was even mate. These are tough. Sometimes they're mate. Sometimes they're much, it's just something smaller. Takes bishop. Check. Bishop takes rook. King takes. Queen check. Queen check. King here. Knight check. King takes rook. It's nothing. Queen check. In there. Rook takes. King takes. Queen check. Nothing. Okay. Let's check. Oh, that was, yeah, I had the smothered mate there. That one was actually pretty complicated. I should have seen that. Okay. Well, rook there. Queen coming out. Trap the queen. Here. Oh, I'm losing here. Oh, that was obvious. Oh, I mean, I saw it was a queen trap. I just missed the obvious. This is rook here. Bring his bishop out. And take that rook. No? Oh. That should have been obvious. I had semi the right idea, but getting whacked here. So get back over 2200. It's almost got to be king here. Yes. Oh. Nice. What was wrong with here? Why did knight there not work? Just bishop there. Rook takes, queen check. Wow, getting whacked. All these. Queen check, king there. Rook takes. Pawn. Queen check, king there. Rook takes pawn. So rook takes pawn. Do. Yeah, just too quick without thinking. There. Just king here. Bishop takes. Rook takes pawn. Takes rook. Queen takes. Okay, yeah. I got queen takes bishop. Nope. Oh, obvious. You're missing the obvious. Bishop check here. King here. Okay. Yeah, obvious again. Oh, knight here. Takes knight there. Bishop here. Bishop there. Bishop takes. Knight takes. Rook takes. I don't see it. Still don't see it. Right, that was obvious. Bishop here. Yeah. Check. Queen takes knight works. Okay. Back. Bishop takes knight. Bishop check here. King takes. There's my follow up. Bishop takes knight. King takes. There's my follow up. On here. Check. Oh. Here. Knight check. Queen. Oh, he had knight takes bishop. King here. Yeah. Yeah. Check. Okay. Queen check. Oh, let's see. Queen here. Really didn't see it. Oh, yeah, obvious. Okay, well, queen check that. Bishop check. King takes. Queen check. King, that's a knight. Okay. Check. 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 Knight check. Queen takes. Knight takes. Queen takes. Oh, here. Yeah, just obvious. Queen check. King here. Queen check. Rook there. Queen check. Queen check. King there. Rook check. Queen here. No roll here. Okay. Rook check. Escaping back there. Bishop check. Oh, too quick. Rook checking there. Rook check. Oh, that was obvious. Rook check. Almost has to be rook takes. Rook or pawn check. There's queen. Oh! Taking you in exchange. Okay. Takes. Oh, it's clever. It takes. Check here. How's that? Just winning. Bishop. Something better. King here. Takes rook there. King here. Takes the queen. Okay, that was what I wanted me to see. That rook takes queen. Okay, yeah, queen takes rook. Check. You're gonna have the knight fork. Rook takes queen. Bishop here. Let's trap his queen somehow. Rook there. King there. Intermezzo. Takes bishop. Doesn't. Queen takes. Rook check. Queen here. King takes rook. Bishop takes knight. Knight takes bishop. Anything. Okay. Oh, why wasn't that right? Okay, I guess that was better. Why doesn't queen g6 work? Oh, he play rook there, defending both. That's bad. Okay, pawn here. Okay, that looks good. Don't that too quickly. E7, king d. Yeah. Ace, rook here. Pawn here. Bishop there. Knight here is bishop there. Knight takes bishop, pawn here. Yeah, okay. Oh, okay. That's gonna lose. Moving the king loses on there, so it has to be on here. Something in there. Just put king here. Oh, because there's d6. I didn't see the simple. Rook check. King there. Yes. Rook here. Yeah. Pawn takes. Yeah, rook takes. Yeah. Take a then. Check. Queen takes knight check. Pawn here. Queen takes, knight takes, pawn there. Pawn there. Oh. Bishop here. Why would that help? I guess it had to be bishop there, but I guess it was. Yes. Check. Bishop takes, pawn takes, king takes, rook takes. Rook here. Rook takes, queen takes. Bishop check. King there, pawn there, rook there. Rook here. Here's my bishop there. Rook takes bishop. Takes bishop, pawn takes bishop check. King there, queen check, king there, queen check. Pawns. me check. Oh, that was easy. Over 2,300 here. Takes no bishop here. Bishop there, pawn takes, queen there. I wasn't that right. My ace king over, but what do they have in response to that? Oh, bishop b5. That was obvious. Just wasn't thinking about that. Okay, king here. Queen check, take, take. That can't work. It's got to be king here. Bishop there. So, bishop check. Bishop here. Yeah, much better. Bishop check. Oh. Bishop check. Castles. Okay, there. King here. Rook check. King here. Rook check. No. Check. Bishop back. King here, rook there, king there, rook there, king here. King here, pawn there. So king here, pawn there. Knight check. King there, knight there. Okay. King here, knight check. King there. Oh, shit. Yeah, I've seen that before. I mean, not that exact one, but that's a common motif. Bishop check. Knight check. Bishop check. In there. Queen check. King here. Queen check. Queen check. Pawn here. Oh, it's obvious. Bishop there. Check. Bishop there. Queen here. Queen there. Queen check. King there. Queen check. King there. Rook takes bishop. Queen takes bishop. Bishop there. Queen check. King there. Yeah, almost 14 for taking the hint. Let's see what happens after queen takes e5, bishop g6. Queen e6. Check. Oh, rook was hanging. There. So bishop takes. Win the rook. That's all I have. Bishop takes. Queen takes. I guess that's all I got. Bishop takes. Rook here. Where's the castles? Castle. Oh, yeah. Is that more obvious? Takes. Takes. Bishop takes, rook takes, queen takes, king there, rook takes. Okay. Bishop here. Bishop here, knight there. Pawn here. But there's knight, so I gotta. Right. Oh, I had nowhere to run. Rook takes, rook takes. Knight here. Okay, that's a check. King here. Rook check. King takes, queen check. King here. King here. Oh. Yeah, I guess win the queen. Is that hello? Okay. I'm gonna. Yeah, I'll come now. Okay.